Okay, welcome back to another episode with Cooking with Mr. Dan. Uh, as you know, Penny likes spam. She talked me into the spam thing, so we're going to make a recipe today that's a spam casserole. I found it a long time ago on YouTube by a lady, Phyllis Stokes. She's since passed away, but I watched her quite a few times. I liked watching her. She lady cooking at home, having fun. So this is her recipe, but I tweaked it a little as usual. You know, I put a little extra stuff in there. So anyway, without further ado, because what's going to happen, we'll put this together real fast, and then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes. But it looks good. Never tried it. This is my first time. I'm not a spam person. I did have a spam wrap the other day. We had spam, onions, and cheese with some mustard on it. It was okay. So, but anyway, without further ado, let's get to the ingredients and start cooking. Okay, as you can see, you're going to need a casserole dish here. That's the new knife Penny got me the other day. It's a new chef knife. Victoria Equinox, but it matches the rest of my knives that I have from when I had the butcher shop. But anyway, got 3 potatoes I chunked up. Now, her recipe called for 2 big potatoes, but I only had like 2 small ones and 1 big one, so there you have the 3. Behind that is a chopped up onion, can of spam. There's the spam. What I did was, the recipe called just throw it in there with everything else, but Penny said, cook it up first, it'll taste better. So I'm not a spam expert like Penny, but then I was going to get, I had a can of cream of mushroom, condensed cream of mushroom soup, but it was outdated. So while we're out in a busy day today in Sprouts grocery store, whatever, our place was busy. But anyway, picked up a container of the portobello mushroom soup. Next to that is a cheese mix. Her recipe called for cheddar cheese. I put Monterey Jack and some other thing, Colby Jack in there. The mix. I got some carrots that I had, so I'm going to throw those in. Her recipe didn't have that, as well as broccoli. And I'm going to put a little bit of corn in once I find out where Penny put it. Okay, so without further ado, well, let's get started. Okay, I found a bag of frozen corn. I couldn't get the lid. I found a container of corn that her dad gave us, but I couldn't get the lid off of it, so I'm just spraying that with some Pam, only because easy cleanup. Anyway, this is just a major dump, so we're going to just dump everything in there. So I'll start off with the spam. And we got the potatoes going in. And then we're going to put some onions in here. There's the oven. 350 degrees, folks. Like I said, we'll be cooking that at 350 for 45 minutes or so, maybe longer, but check it at 45. I think I got it in there on the recipe for 45 to 60. And we're going to put some of this in here and then just mix it all together. Now what you're going to do, you're going to take, this is a cup of cheese, so what we're going to do is take about 3/4 of a cup, maybe a hair more. And we're going to put that, mix that in. I mean, it's nice, this recipe here, the one that Phyllis made originally, that was fine, but I'm like, well, we can make it a little bit more colorful, number one. Number two, I mean, all she had in it was the potatoes, and I'm sure it's delicious just that way, but you got stuff in the refrigerator, heck, use it up, okay? Now, first I'm gonna put in the corn. Hold on. Okay, mix the corn in there. I put about a cup. Didn't want to overdo it because the star of the show is the spam. Look, can you see the Spam on top of that plate there? Oh yeah, so we're good. And I'm just going to try to decorate this a little bit. Not that it has to be decorated. It's going in the oven, for goodness sake. We're all going to eat it. It's all going to look like, you know what, when, at the end of the day. Let me get a paper towel here. Shake up my mushroom. Smells pretty good. I'm putting about half this container in there, and I'm probably going to put a little bit of half and half, I think, just to give us a little life here. That's about half. And then I got some mushrooms also I'm going to throw in. Let me get those real quick. I'm just using the pre-sliced Monterey white mushrooms, as you can see. I'm just going to throw a few in there, not many. You don't want to go crazy with it, but I just happen to like mushrooms, so I picked up some today. I got to make my sun shrooms, so I put these in there. Yep, and we'll keep the rest for my other mushroom thing. I don't know. I like using my hands. It gets a better mix, I think. But anyway, let me get some some heavy cream here. I'm gonna dump some of that in here. Boy, this is looking good and it smells good. I'm not gonna put any salt in here, at least not right now. I'll salt it after I taste it, if I have to, because you know the Spam is kind of salty. That's what their preservative is. Not that the preservative is salt, but it's a derivative thereof. Can't think of the name of it right now. But. Okay, so we get some half and half. Some whole heavy cream. My goodness. And hold on. Okay, heavy cream. As you see, I'm just going to pour some in. That's probably about a half a cup, but it'll do. All right, with my hands again. Ah, dang it. Oh, I do like the hand thing, though, really. I think you can mix stuff better with these original utensils. You see, they come with the set. Okay. So, seems like I got more liquid on one side. That's not level, but seems like everything's on one side. Well, it'll shift when you put it in the oven anyway. Okay, so there is that. Yeah, you got Miss Penny coming through the door, just back from her daily hike. I know she's got to be hot because it's hot outside. Okay, so then you take the rest of your cheese and you sprinkle it on top. And I'm gonna, right quick, it just hit me. I'm gonna add a little more cheese. Hold on. I got some grated Parmesan cheese here. So I'm just gonna throw it on top to get rid of it. Not that much, it's just a little in each container. Just sprinkle the top, sprinkle the top. I'm going to sprinkle a lot because Penny, I'm going to take both of these containers, but Penny likes cheese. That's her favorite thing. I think she could live on that. And then this here is the last bit, and then I'll just give a little crack of pepper on top, and that's that. Then in the oven for 45 minutes, and we'll see you when it comes out. But I'm going to put the pepper on, like I said, just so you guys can see it. No salt, just pepper. It'll be nice today. We'll use a little cracked pepper, huh? I love cracked pepper. Funny thing is, Penny don't like cracked pepper on her eggs because, you know, she gets a crunchy piece of pepper. She thinks she's eating the shell, so she stops eating. Funniest thing I ever heard. But anyway. Okay, pepper's gone. All right, folks, we'll see you in about 45 minutes. Okay, there you have it, folks. It was about 50 minutes in, and there's your Spam casserole. We'll be seeing you at the table in a few. I'll let this cool down a couple more minutes before we continue. Okay, so we're at the taste test table. I can't wait to dig in. Looks good, smells good if you had smell-o-vision. But, you know, it looks like a little brown gravy in there, but that's the mushroom soup. So, but we're going to give it a taste here. It's going to be hot. Broccoli still has crunch. Like I said, I was not a Spam person. That's all Penny talked about was Spam. So, and we've seen a bunch of stuff on the internet lately. So, like I said, I could be a Spam person. Very good. It was easy to put together. You guys saw how quick it was. So. So, I'll tell you that the Spam has a different taste when I cook it like this. And you know, you saw me, I fried it up first, just like I did the other day. That was Penny's idea. But it tastes so much different in this casserole. It's actually quite delicious. Who'd have thunk it? But anyway, this is Mr. Dan. Hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. Stay safe, put your mask on, wash your hands. If you like the video we just did, thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And we'll see you on the next round. Mr. Dan is out. Oh, getting old too.